Archangel Jophiel is an extraordinary archangel, and aren't they all? We're going to share so much information with you today about Jophiel and help you to connect in ways that you probably haven't before. Because what we are bringing you is the energy of Archangel Jophiel, as well as information and opportunities for you to connect. So hold on tight. It's going to be a fabulous ride.
Angel Heart Radio programs should not be used to replace your legal or medical advice, nor your own sound judgment. Welcome to Angel Heart Radio, where we inspire you to remember your magnificence. Join the conversation on our live streams. Head on over to Angel Heart Radio on Facebook. And there's even more for you on angellight777.com.
And we are powered by love. We are powered by angel love.
I'm Annette Mccoy from Brisbane, Australia, the founder of Angel Heart Radio and the creator of angellight777.com.
Hello, I'm Lisa Ellis, Angel Specialist and Intuitive. I'm a registered Diana Cooper Foundation Angel Teacher, lisaellis.com.
Hi, I'm guest host Michelle Bieber, and I'm a certified angel intuitive, a certified spiritual teacher, and the author of the children's book, Angels, Angels Everywhere.
We are going to help you to forge a deeper connection with Archangel Jophiel, as we have with all the archangels so far. Now, of course, there are archangels beyond count, beyond number. We've chosen to focus on 16 of them to help you to connect with them. Now, if you feel that you are connecting with an archangel with a different name, then by all means go ahead and connect with that archangel, because as I said, there are so many of them, aren't there, ladies, that we couldn't count them even if we tried for 100 years. These beings are limitless. They are so grand and divine and beautiful in scope, and always here to support us.
Right.
Okay, so Archangel Jophiel. Now, Jophiel is known for actually a lot of things. There are a lot of ways that Jophiel can help us. She can help with our thoughts, our feelings, our interactions with people, our life purpose, our thoughts and feelings about ourselves and others, and how we view the world. And that's just a couple of the areas that she really specializes in for us. So, Michelle, I'm going to go straight to you now and offer you the opportunity to choose an area that you'd like to share with people about how Archangel Jophiel can assist them, and how.
Well, as you mentioned, she does help with how what we're feeling and our thoughts, and she'll help you to change your change your perspective so that you can see the beauty in life. She's known as the Angel of Beauty, or Beauty of God, and to help you see the light in the world and see the light in other people. And she'll help you to raise your self-esteem, boost your confidence, help you to see yourself in that light, the way God sees you. So to help lift you up and know that you're valuable, and just clear the negativity and have you be in a positive space.
Absolutely. Because, hey, let's face it, we are here on this planet and we're having an earthly experience. So we're going to go through many, many different feelings and adventures, and sometimes real highs and sometimes real lows. And isn't it wonderful that we've got these magnificent archangels to support us as we're going through these times? And to know that we've got wonderful members on our angelic team who are there 100% for us, no matter what is going on. And Lisa, I think for me, working with the angels and the archangels, this has been the most important aspect for me, because I've gone through many times in my life where I've felt that I'm absolutely at the bottom of the barrel, and yet the angels have shown me that there's always a way up, and I know you have too.
Oh, yes, absolutely. I mean, like I think that's what Jophiel means to me. Jophiel is very relevant here because, with Jophiel's name, as Michelle has shared, meaning beauty of God, when life seems impossible and dark and you're in the pits of despair, Jophiel will help you see the beauty in it. And sometimes we all know that we should feel grateful. Feel grateful, count your blessings, and more will come to you. But when you're at the bottom of the barrel, as you put it, it can be very hard to count what seems like no blessings at all in your life. Jophiel will help you see what beauty there is in your life, and then you can find that spark of gratitude that is there in every moment, no matter how bad things seem.
Absolutely. Now, the thing that is very important to remember, and welcome everyone. We have got so many callers on the switch. It's wonderful to see you all here listening. I can see a couple of you have your hands up as well, so we will endeavour to take your calls throughout the show as well. And thanks for joining us for this really super special episode of the Archangel series. Now, one of the things that Jophiel specialises in is to help us to actually make a shift. It's like taking a quantum leap in our perception of ourselves, our situations, and even our past. Jophiel is absolutely magnificent at helping us to see our past in a whole new light, to elevate our frequency enough so that things that may have been extremely painful and perhaps we've struggled with moving on from, if you call Archangel Jophiel to help you to elevate your frequency, to see in a whole new way, and in fact I can feel it coming in now. Let's just do a short process to help us all in really connecting with Jophiel. So if you are driving, you can come back later. It'll be here for you. You can do it any time. If you're operating machinery, just stop. You come back later. For everybody else, take a breath. And just breathe it in and breathe it out and let it go. And we invite Archangel Jophiel now into our bodies, into our conscious stream of energy. And here she comes, floating in on a beautiful dark pink mist. And like this mist, as it rises and floats and brings us this wonderful connection with her loving guidance, she helps us to see and to feel an envelope of peace, a little island of peace amidst the chaos. Breathe that mist in and allow her energy to simply be with you. We don't have to try. It's automatic. And Jophiel says to you, dear and precious ones, there is nothing that you could have ever done, ever thought, or ever said that could possibly tarnish the esteem with which I hold you. And I invite you now to see yourself, even for a moment, as the magnificent, beautiful being that you are in truth. And breathe in my love for you, so that as you breathe out, your pain begins to flow out of your body. Those thoughts and the fears and the constant tumbling around and around in your mind begins to just settle. And I give you the opportunity now to feel your frequency and your vibration begin to rise like the mist that you are surrounded with, rising higher and higher. And this golden spark of light suddenly enters your awareness. And as you look before you, everything that felt so difficult is suddenly so simple. You can let it go and just know that your human experience is perfect in every detail. It doesn't change who you are. Harsh words or angry words don't change who you are in truth, nor the magnificence of your beautiful, tender being. So breathe in my love for you and wrap yourself in this quilt of divine and never-ending love, so that any time you wish to elevate your perspective, all you need do is call Jophiel. Please lift me up above the turmoil and help me to see clearly in all directions of time and space. And it is done, for you are far more powerful and far more wonderful than you have any inkling. Breathe in my love. Take this ball of light I now hand to you and take it to your heart. And there we merge, together always. Friends, the dearest of friends and family, you and I. Thank you for inviting me in, and I'm with you always. And I'm only a call away. Take a breath and begin to feel yourself back in your physical presence, your physical being. Breathing in and breathing out. Open your eyes and know that you are back. And I thank you, Archangel Jophiel, for coming through. That was beautiful. I just feel so incredibly peaceful now.
So beautiful.
And that's it. All we have to do is simply call Archangel Jophiel. Lift my perspective, Jophiel. I need your assistance. And bam, it's as simple as that, isn't it? The other thing I love about what Jophiel said through that lovely experience was that there's nothing that we could have ever done, because we can choose to be very critical of ourselves. Jophiel wants us to see beyond that, doesn't she? To move beyond that so that we can experience even greater love and joy and the commitment to ourselves and our own wonderful experience while we're here on Earth.
Jophiel, in that sense, in my opinion, would work very well with Samuel. That essence of self-love is like there is nothing you can do that will ever falter the angels' love for you. And love yourself as the angels love you.
That's beautiful, Lisa. And that's a really good pairing. In fact, you know what? I would like to come back next year and just do maybe 3 episodes. And Michelle, you might like to be a part of this, where we just pair up some of the, or even maybe just, 2 or 3 of the archangels together and show people how they work together. That might be a fun thing to do throughout the year.
That's a great idea.
Yes, the archangels, the best of friends. They want to work with each other, and all we have to do is ask them to.
And when we know, like you just pointed out, we can get Jophiel and Samuel to work together. Hey, that's a great combo. I love that, Lisa. Okay, so Jophiel's colour is dark pink. You, brilliant, well done. And the crystal aligned with, or the gemstone aligned with Jophiel, there's a couple here, deep pink tourmaline and also the Rubellite. And the astrological sign associated is Libra. So if you have Libra anywhere in your chart, particularly in a prominent location, you can work with Jophiel in a very deep way through that as well. Now, I can't remember what month it was, but several months ago, it might have even been last year or early in the year, we had a couple of fabulous programs on angelic Feng Shui. Now, Archangel Jophiel is what also is known as the Feng Shui angel, because she can help us with the placement for really happy flowing energy in our homes and our offices as well, which is another aspect I love about Jophiel.
That grace and harmony. If you think of the Libran qualities of grace and harmony, beauty, and it's just the free-flowing, beautiful, ordered energies of Feng Shui. It all works together perfectly. Jophiel, Feng Shui, and those graceful qualities of beauty and harmony.
Absolutely. And once we start to understand, so just say you're redecorating, or perhaps you'd like to change things around in your home or your office, and you're a little bit stuck, you're not quite sure what the placement is. If you call in Archangel Jophiel, she'll help you to not only find the most beautiful placement and pleasing placement for you, and the placement that has the best opportunities for flow around your home, but she'll also encourage you to arrange things in the way that are best going to suit you personally on an energetic level. So that, you know how sometimes when you put something in one spot and it looks really nice there, but it feels a bit off? Have you girls ever had that when you're doing something in your own homes?
Yes.
Sometimes it's either right or not. You just look at it and you know, no, it doesn't belong there.
Yeah,
exactly.
I'll keep moving something over and over and over until I find the right spot.
Yeah.
Exactly. And we're probably not even aware that we are then working with Archangel Jophiel. She's giving us that nudge. Yes, it looks beautiful there, but it's not the ideal placement for you. So there's always opportunities. There's always more. And that, to me, is probably one of the most exciting things about working with the archangels. There's always more. They have so much to give, so many opportunities for us. It's beautiful. Okay, one of the other things that Archangel Jophiel specializes in, and this for me is brilliant. I need this all the time, and I call on Archangel Jophiel to really help me in this area, and that is to balance my feminine and masculine aspects. Because sometimes I just am so in my masculine and I want to go, do, and I'm not paying enough attention to what my feelings are telling me. Maybe they're saying, slow down, Annette. Maybe they're saying this is not the right moment, not the best moment. And yet my masculine energy is so fiery, just wants to go. So Archangel Jophiel can help us to feel more relaxed about allowing the time to unfold and flow so that our masculine and feminine energies are more in harmony with each other. And that then puts us in alignment with divine timing and brings the outcomes that are going to really work for us on a much deeper level. Michelle?
I actually hadn't heard that before, so that's something new for me. I didn't realize that she does balance out the energies, and I'm glad I'm aware of that now. But it is important, that we don't just have that go, and that we nurture ourselves, that we take time to take it easy and take care of ourselves so we can keep going.
Yes, I think in our society, it's so highly, we're so pushed to be that masculine, go, let's get things done energy. And it's just like honouring and accepting the more receptive, nurturing side of ourselves. It's wonderful that we have this angelic help to help us do that. Because some of us probably, quite frankly, have forgotten how. We think we always need to be doing, like you say. And it's just like, take a little time out, have a cup of tea and read a book. Just let it flow.
Absolutely. And that self-nurturing is so important for us, isn't it? Because if we're going to burn ourselves out, which I did, and I actually ended up in bed for 2 years, and then it took me a further 7 years before I could actually get out of the house on a regular basis, because I burnt myself out to such an extent that I wouldn't listen to what my body needed. Now, this is what I was saying before. There's nothing we can do that doesn't have a silver lining. Because while on the one hand, that felt like the end of the world at the time, and I can tell you quite frankly, the first 6 months I was too weak to even hold a book. But of course, what happened was I had nowhere to go and I had to face my life. I had to face all the things that I was, rushing away from and trying to achieve in inverted commas. And my life took on a very different feel and many different opportunities. So if you are in that situation and you have pushed yourself, really it's time to let that go and know that even though it feels like a terrible thing, there are many blessings that you can receive if you are willing. And Archangel Jophiel will help elevate your perspective around that. That was a great point, Lisa.
Thank you. It's just I think it's easy to get overwhelmed today, isn't it? And it's just like we've got so many demands on us, and taking that little step back with the help of Archangel Jophiel is just what the doctor ordered at times.
Absolutely. Now, if you are the sort of person who you just notice beauty everywhere you go, that's wonderful. And I absolutely love that for you because that feeling is wonderful. Now I invite you to take that same energy and notice it within yourself. Call Archangel Jophiel to help you to not only notice and see and appreciate all the beauty around you, but the beauty within you as well. Because quite often it's harder to see that beauty within ourselves, isn't it, girls?
Yes, we're very easily critical of ourselves, and it's a very bad habit that you get into. So we can call on Archangel Jophiel to lift us up from self-criticism.
Because it's a damaging energy. It's a heavy, harsh energy that causes not only feelings of maybe we're not doing something the right way, or maybe we're not quite worthy, or whatever it is that we might be going through, but it also is it's habitual. It becomes a habit. We start to do it without even noticing. And one of the things on the Archangel series and on Angel Heart Radio that we're passionate about is helping people to remember this simple thing, that you matter in the world. You matter in the world. When we come from this place, we are empowered. We have more energy. We have more to give to others because first we give to ourselves. Lisa, Archangel Jophiel is absolutely brilliant at helping us to it's like coming to a place of stillness after a place of turmoil, to help us so that we can see all that we already have within us that is beautiful and worthy and wonderful and magnificent.
And I think it takes a place of peace to recognize that, even just a little breakwater in your busy day, just to take a step back and just go sit silently, take a moment's silence and connect with Jophiel, and to see that beauty within. I feel like it does take a little place of silence and peace to recognize it, because it's quite subtle. It's not like an in-your-face energy. That the beauty within is gentle and silent. It's the perfect balance of masculine and feminine. But yeah, it's not something that sort of like shouts at you, "Hey, I'm here." You've got to take a little quiet moment to recognize it.
A little quiet moment, and don't we need those? You're right, things feel so busy, especially at this time of year. And it's good to remember that we've got this oasis, this lovely oasis, always waiting for us with the angels. Now, all the shows, all the Archangel series are available on angelheartradio.com. It's our blog talk radio station. If you'd like to find them all in the one place, I have placed them there for you at angellight777.com. So it's simple. all on one page. And I invite you both, if you'd like to place them on your websites for people as well. Lisa is feathersofanangel.com, and Michelle, who's just written a fantastic blog that I encourage you to go and read, is michellebieber.com. It's wonderful to have that way of connecting in a really simple format. There's a long silence going on.
Excuse me, bumped my mute button. I'm sorry about that. I was actually talking, and then I suddenly realised, Lisa, what are you doing?
Okay, Lisa, go for it.
Well, I think there's a lot of there have been. This is our 16th show, and like you say, you know, we've shared a lot of information about the archangels. We've learned and grown ourselves as we've gone along with this series. But in every show, there's a nugget for you to take away, something that's going to be very relevant for you, maybe more than one nugget. So I really do recommend, if you want to dip into the shows, you know, over a quiet weekend or something like that, or just when you've got a spare moment, there will be knowledge in there that will be deeply relevant to you, whatever your situation may be.
And, you know, I mean, I know we're presenting the Archangel series, but I listen myself and I learn something every time. And quite often when I'm bringing something through on the show, it's not knowledge that I had come in thinking I'm going to say this on the show today. It's something they bring through. And the other thing I love about it is you don't even have to listen to the whole hour. If you're feeling guided, go and get the link and then just pick a place anywhere along the bar. It might be 10 minutes in, it might be 50 minutes in, and click on that, wait for it to load, and see what the Archangel of the day has to tell you. That is a really great way of receiving their guidance that's relevant to you right in that moment.
Yeah, I think that's a wonderful little, wonderful way of doing it. It's sort of like divination by audio file.
Yes, it's having a finger on the pulse of what's needed for you in that moment.
Yeah, it's like picking a card, but instead you're going to the spot.
Exactly. It's exactly the same thing, actually. And you can be very intuitive with that to notice what it is that you need. We have got so many people on the switchboard, and a number of people have got their hands up. We may take a couple of calls in a minute because I'd love to celebrate this with you and speak to you on air. The next thing I want to say, though, before we do, we'll get a few more facts out for people about Archangel Jophiel. One of the other things about Jophiel is she works with creative people. She is amazing at helping us to tap into the creativity that we already have. Say you are a budding artist. Say you've never lifted a pencil or a paintbrush or a scrapbook in your whole life, but you've got that call and you just want to create something. It doesn't have to be something to sell or to hang in a museum, but something for you to simply enjoy creating. Call on Archangel Jophiel to help you to spur your own creative energy on, and then further, it goes a step further, to help you to accept graciously what you've created, because you've created it and that's good enough, to just simply enjoy it. Michelle, what have you got for people about this? Because I think that's a really wonderful thing, and you spoke to me about this earlier in the day.
Yes, she's known as the patron saint of artists, and she also can help to remove any blocks that someone might have if they're already working on something artistic and they feel stuck, that they can call on Archangel Jophiel to clear the path for them to move forward. And she can also give new ideas. You can ask her to help you with new ideas for other projects. Anything creative, she can help you to move forward on that.
Oh, that's wonderful. And it's important because I know when I've wanted, and I'm a very creative person, but there are many times I've just had that urge. I just want to create something, and I get to the moment, that pivotal moment, and I've got no clue what I want to do, and then I'm very judgmental and critical about what it is that I've create in the moment, just for fun. Because when we get our creative energy flowing like that, it has an effect on not only what we're doing in that moment, but our cells are affected. Our mind becomes more peaceful. Our health improves. Our stress levels drop. We smile more often. All of those little things. We listen to other people more easily. They're all blessings that we can take from that one simple creation of just being willing to create something because we want to. That's a lovely thing. Okay, so we're going to go to the station break now, and when we come back, we've got some more information for you about Jophiel, and we're going to take a couple of these calls as well.
You're listening to another fabulous program on Angel Heart Radio, sponsored by Angellight777.com. There is so much more to this magnificent world than meets the eye. You are already connected to your angels. There are messages waiting for you. You are loved. Visit Angellight777.com, follow your intuition, and choose one of the 3 methods to receive the angels' guidance for you. Angellight777.com. The angels have a lot to say to you there.
Okay, Archangel Jophiel also has a wonderful way of helping us to say something's going on in your family or at work and you're having difficulty seeing the other person's point of view. Earlier in the show, when we had that wonderful connection with Jophiel, she came through and showed us that she can help to lift our perspective by lifting our vibration. So if you... And I've actually never really thought about this before until now as she's bringing this into my mind, Lisa and Michelle. But she's showing me really clearly that she can also take the role of mediator in that sense, that if we're finding it difficult because we're feeling in a real judgmental mode with people, I'm judging what you have to say, or it's not gelling with me, you're not hearing what I've got to say, or no, you're not paying attention. She can help lift our vibration. So we can lift our perspective and see beyond those general concerns to what we're really wanting to achieve, which is peaceful communication with people.
There's another great combination right there, I think. Jophiel and Raguel. If you are having a disagreement with a loved one, Jophiel and Raguel will make a great pairing. But yes, it's lifting your vibration, getting out of that negative, angry, although sometimes anger can be a positive, appropriate thing, is getting out of that accusing, blaming energy and really hearing each other. And Jophiel's a great angel to help you with that.
Wonderful. I like that. So we could do Jophiel, Raguel, and Shamuel on one show. That would be great.
Oh, that
would be fantastic together. Yeah, really well. That was really well spotted, Lisa. Well done. Okay, so let's go and take a call. Let's go and speak with Catherine. Catherine has. You're going to love this, Michelle, because you love your numbers so much. 44 minutes and 7 seconds.
Oh, wow.
Catherine's been holding. I know, perfect. I love it. So we're going to go and say hello to Catherine. Hi, Catherine. Welcome to the show.
Hi. I feel like today is a synchronicity. Yes. Can you hear me?
Perfect. Yes, we can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yep, we sure can.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. I disconnected the mute button there, so.
How can we help you to connect with Jophiel?
So I feel like today, I guess a bit of both. I feel like it's kind of synchronicity. She's one I call on when I call on my archangels, but I didn't know that much about her. And the dilemma I'm having is how to create a group to teach others. So I feel like this is a divine intervention of sorts.
Oh, it's perfect. Perfect. Okay, so I'm hearing straight away very clearly that Jophiel is saying for you that you would respond very well to asking her to teach you. She's saying to me that this is the way you learn very easily, is by choosing a teacher and learning from them. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. So why not just have a little moment with her, go back and listen to that lovely meditation we did with her, and ask her to come in and help you to create whatever it is that you want to teach, and then be your right-hand angel to help you in that process, because she's saying that she would really love and is very passionate about helping people in this way, and that you have so much to share. So this is perfect that you've called in today, Catherine.
Yeah, I guess, but the other part for me, so I'm not sure. I guess that's what I'm wanting some feedback on, where I'm causing the block or whatever. I feel like it's every attempt I'm making to successfully launch this group. It's like no one wants to RSVP any meetings. Or I have trouble finding the right venue. I ended up just doing it at home, so I'm not sure what message I'm missing.
Okay, so the other thing I want to say, and then I'm going to hand it over to you, Michelle, and if anything happens to jump into your mind, if it doesn't, that's fine. Sorry, Lisa first and then Michelle. The other thing that I'm hearing straight away is that, you know what, it's really important to really know that it's a matter of timing. When the angels gave me a little saying, where there's no flow, there's no go. We're coming to the end of 2016, which has been a huge year, and it's the year for things to naturally come to an end. The fact that you've gotten this passion and this interest, that I'm just feeling that this is going to pick up for you next year. Lisa, what are you feeling about this?
Well, what I'm feeling was, just on a slight tangent from that, but I will come back to that, is it's like saying, you know, there's a block there. And divine timing is a very important factor, as Annette has said. But if you've got a block, if you feel like there's a block here and I don't know what it is, perhaps you don't need to know what it is. Perhaps you just need to ask Jophiel to remove it. Jophiel, I'm moving forward. I want your help. Clear this block, clear all blocks so that this group may happen in perfect divine timing. Thank you. And it's just like, rather than, are you beating yourself up a bit? Are you feeling like you're please don't think my language is harsh, but are you feeling like you've failed in some way?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm feeling.
Because I feel like that's something I'm doing that's not allowing the group to.
There's nothing wrong with you. That's what I'm feeling. It's like you think, what am I doing wrong? What's wrong with me that's making this group fail? It's divine timing, and if there is a block in place, ask Jophiel to clear it. Ask Jophiel and Samuel to give you the self-love and to see the beauty that is in you that will lead this group successfully in 2017. You have, as Annette has said, so much to share, and Jophiel, the creative and block-clearing angel, will guide you through into 2017 and the successful beginning of your group. But like as has just been said, this is a year of completion, and perhaps not the perfect time, but the perfect time will come and your group will begin.
Very well said. We're not getting readings on the show, but it's wonderful to be able to give you some direct feedback from Archangel Jophiel. And a little bit of feedback that I want to give you as well is Lisa's website is feathersofangel.com. So feathersofangel.com. You can get Lisa's free book on angels, and you can also get a free 10-minute call with Lisa. So that might be a good thing for you to take up that offer, Catherine, and just give you a little bit more than what we can give you today. Michelle, do you have anything to share with Catherine before we move on?
Yes. Hi, Catherine. The first thing I want to say, because I couldn't overlook the number that came up, and that you did get 447, I want to let you know that means the angels are congratulating and encouraging you because you're on the right path for the full manifestation of all your dreams. And I can hear the passion in your voice. And you just have to trust and have faith that this is going to materialize for you. It is divine timing. And for whatever reason that it's not been happening, you may have inadvertently been pushing it away by chasing it too much. Just ask the universe and ask Archangel Jophiel to allow this group to materialize. And I agree also with the other ladies. Next year in numerology adds up to the number 1, which is a new beginning. So let's just ride this year out through the holidays and then see what happens now. Have an optimistic viewpoint and just allow it to happen. Stop chasing and ask the universe to bring the right people to you for you to teach them.
Perfect. That was beautiful,
okay,
Michelle.
It's kind of interesting when you said
447. Yes, being the numbers that were on the clock.
Interesting.
Yes,
for me, like I said, my house number's 417. So it's kind of a similar number too.
Yeah, you've got the 4s everywhere. And that means you have lots of angels around you. So just trust that and lean on them to help you.
Catherine, thank you so much for calling, and I'm going to put you back on to the rest of the show.
Oh. Okay.
No, sorry. Please say the rest of that again, Michelle, so we know that Catherine's heard it before she leaves.
Oh, I just mentioned that you have a lot of the number 4 around you, which means you have many angels supporting you and loving you. So just trust them and lean on them to help you. You know, have faith.
Wonderful.
You can do this.
Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Catherine, so very much for all of that, because by you calling in and asking these questions about how you can more fully work with the angels to bring your joy and your passion to fruition, you're helping other people who are listening as well. So good for you, and thank you so much.
Okay, and thank you for the reassurance I need. The overwhelming message is patience and, like you said, divine timing.
Just reach out to us anytime, Catherine. We're always, that's why we're here. That's why Angel Heart Radio exists in the first place, is to support you and help you, so that as you're going through these earthly times of, concern and sometimes fear and struggle, that you've got that place of safety just to land and get a little bit of support. So thank you so much once again. Lots of love.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Catherine. Pop you back on so you can listen to the rest of the show. Okay, so this was fantastic. So, okay, everyone, we're not giving readings, but if you've got a question about how you can connect with Jophiel more fully in your life, we are more than happy to speak to you about that. So we're going to take area code 201. Hello, welcome. You're live on air. Who are we speaking with? Area code 201. Okay, pop you back on. Listen, they might have stepped away from their computer. Area code 814. Hello, we've got you live on air. Who are we speaking with? Hello. Here's the thing, sometimes when we've got someone on air, they don't know that we're talking to them. Hello, can you? Are you there? Okay, so I'm going to put them back on hold as well. All right, so this is the thing, isn't it? It's wonderful to know that regardless of what is happening in our lives, that we've got these go-to teams of angels that can give us a helping hand. In Catherine's situation, feeling like, what am I doing wrong? Now she's gone away feeling that she's got a boost of support and she's got some really practical things, tools, knowledge, and your website, Lisa, which again, everyone, is feathersofanangel.com, so that she can reach out to you there, Lisa, and get a free 10-minute call with you and just get that bit of extra support. So that's brilliant.
Yes, my pleasure. It's freely available on my website. You can even book directly into my calendar.
Awesome. That makes it easy for people. Okay, so let's talk about the ways now that Jophiel helps us to receive fresh ideas, because Jophiel works with us with our perception. Now, say we've got an idea that we've been working on for a very long time, or a way of doing things that's just not working. There's no two ways about it. Sometimes we have to let go of the old for the new to come in. So if you've been working on an idea for a long time and it's just not gelling or it's just not flowing, it can be a timing thing, but it can also be an indication that perhaps you need some fresh ideas. And to get those fresh ideas, simply ask Archangel Jophiel to present them to you in ways that you will recognize. Because there's beauty, support, and guidance all around us, isn't there, Lisa?
Absolutely, yes. It's like that light bulb moment, that just like when you need that divine inspiration, when you need the, like you said on the show page, the aha moment, the spark of an idea. Jophiel is the angel of wisdom and illumination, and she will bring that to you in a flash. You just have to ask.
Because sometimes we have to get out of the way for things to come through, don't we? Now, Michelle, I know you're very good at noticing energy, and you're very good at... How do you notice, or does it take you a while to notice, when you need to have a fresh perspective, or maybe to have your ideas recharged with a bit of new energy? How does that work for you in your life?
I don't know. I guess I just hit that block. And I'm just stuck and I can't move any direction. And that's when I know I have to ask for help. And then sometimes...
Okay, so it's noticing when you're stuck for you. It's noticing when you're stuck. And that's the trigger to know that you need to actually reach out to the angels and ask for some additional help.
Yeah. Yes.
And that's a good thing, isn't it? Because we all work in different ways. So for me, for many years, when I hit that block, that wall, I used to think that it meant I had to push harder. And it took me a long time to realise that, like you, it meant I just needed to let it go so fresh perspective could come in.
Yeah, I learned it the hard way. It's just hitting your head against the wall over and over and over, and finally realizing, like they say, if it doesn't open, it's not your door. Sometimes you just, you have to release things, and then they'll show you the path you're supposed to take.
Yeah, I like that. If it doesn't open, it's not your door. And here's the thing. As Lisa mentioned earlier, we can feel like we've got to push harder, go faster, do more. And it's interesting, isn't it, to note that we can get so fixated and think that there's only one opportunity. There's only one door. Right. Coming back to the grander understanding that we haven't just been dropped here with no hope of ever completing what it is we've chosen to come in to do, and that the angelic beings that are supporting us don't have any restrictions whatsoever, so therefore we can call on them anytime in any way. They've always got a new plan for us.
But yeah, you're right. We get focused on one particular area, and we keep working toward that. And sometimes, if it gets blocked, we just don't realize there are other options right around us that we're not realizing. And like Archangel Jophiel will help us to see the bigger picture and that we may be able to do something a different way.
Mm. So reach out to Archangel Jophiel if you are feeling stuck. And if you're not sure how to pronounce the name, don't worry about it. She knows when you're talking to her. Simply call on, the angel, that starting with J, who can help me with a new idea, for example. We don't have to go about it in a set format. The fact that we're reaching out to the angels, because here's the thing, we often feel like there's us over here and there's angels up there, when really what's really happening is there's us and angels at the same time. Their elevation and their vibration is obviously of a higher frequency than ours, but they're with us all the time. We don't have to go anywhere to find them. They're already with you right now. They're already with you when you wake up in the morning and go to sleep at night. They're already with you when you're cooking dinner. So you can just have a chat to them, and it can be a chat in your mind, or you can talk out loud. It doesn't really matter, does it, Lisa? It's the fact that we invite them in, which gives them permission because of our free will, and that's all that's needed.
That's all that needed is the permission, and you just have to ask. Just ask. And the angels are so ready and willing and able to help you. But like you say, there is that free will issue, and they must have our permission before they can act on our behalf.
When I very first started, back in about the year 2000 or 2001, I'm unclear of the year, when I first started connecting and communicating consciously with the angels, so sitting down, and it was because I read the fabulous book, Angels Speak, How to Talk with Your Angels by Barbara Mark and Trudy Griswold. Trudy's on with us next week, everyone, Saturday in Australia, which will be Friday in the USA and that part of the world. One of the things when I first started asking the angels for messages was they kept saying one word over and over and over: ask, ask, ask. And then when you're done asking, ask for more. Because I felt I didn't deserve. And I think this is one of the big messages that Archangel Jophiel is bringing in today about not only helping us and helping us to elevate our perspective, but it's understanding the depth of how much we really do deserve, the knowledge, the wisdom, the happiness, the joy, the work that we love, the finances to support us, the people in our lives that we love to connect with. There isn't one area that Archangel Jophiel can't help us with. She just specializes in helping us see things from a perspective of more beauty. Not that it's out there somewhere, we don't have it, so therefore we've got to try and get some of it, but the fact that it's already us. And it doesn't matter how old we are, whether we are a size 12 or a size 40, whether we've got white skin, black skin, tan skin, yellow skin, whether we are educated or uneducated. None of that even has any relevance, does it?
Not at all.
No,
not at all. We have within us the well of beauty and prosperity and generosity, but we're not tapping into it. Because we think, go Michelle.
Yeah, we're all a spark of the divine energy, love and light. That's our core being. We're in these human bodies, but the pure energy of who we are is very powerful, and we have to trust that we are able to do whatever we want to do, that we're capable and we're loved, and just to have that faith and keep moving forward. Do what you love.
Yes. Who said that? Do small things with great love. I can't remember now. It might have been Einstein or Dr. Seuss or something. Yeah, it was someone wonderful, obviously. Okay, so here's a small thing that I'll share with you guys. It's a personal thing. It's about Angel Heart Radio. I have been working with the energies of love and prosperity for everyone, very particularly this last part of the year. And I'd like more people to know about Angel Heart Radio so that more people have the opportunity to have the enjoyment, the information, the fun. We have a lot of fun on Angel Heart Radio and the support of Angel Heart Radio. So we typically have, if the numbers that Blog Talk Radio give us are actually correct, we typically have about 3,000 to 4,000 listens every month. And that's been pretty regular for the last few years, right? And we don't advertise. We put it on Facebook and that's it. Oh, well, that's pretty fantastic. I'm pretty happy about that. And then I thought to myself, you know what? No, I'm changing my idea about that. Now, what I'm seeing is 10,000 a month. We've never had that before, ever, in the 6 years. So the other day, we had 1,704 listens in 24 hours.
Wow.
And the numbers, I know, right? So the numbers that we've got, we're just shy of 9,000 for the month.
Wow.
So I've done nothing different.
Point of the month.
At this point of the month, right? So in the third
wow.
So what it's showing me is I've let go of that seeming control about, okay, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. I've just simply said to the angels, this is your baby. And I spoke to Nathaniel particularly, Michelle, and I said, and Mike, I said, right, I'm handing Angel Heart Radio to you. Take it out in the world, do what you want with it, so we can help more people. So that's the whole basis, so we can help more people.
Right.
So watch this space, everyone. It's going to keep going bigger and bigger and bigger in the sense that, and it's not the numbers, it's the energy of sending more love into the world. And here's Jophiel working with this love today. More love into the world. Because when you feel more love, you will give more love. You will feel happier and brighter. Your experience of your everyday things like washing the dishes, putting the laundry on, going to the shop, turning up at work, all of those things become more beautiful. And it's a simple thing, isn't it, ladies? It's the beauty of the angels.
Yeah, when you feel love in your heart and invite the angels in, it really does change your life. And there's no other feeling like it.
Every person
sharing
every person I've spoken to personally who's on an angel path or an angel lady or an angel practitioner of some kind, we've all had that experience where we can say the angels changed my life.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's just what we want to share with people. If you really want to change your life, ask for the help of the angels, because we know that they're there for you.
Exactly.
Absolutely. And so, Catherine, I can see you're still here with us listening. Thank you. Again, I did nothing but work with the angels to produce. So there we go. That's 300% more since I've done it of what I really want to give to the world. So it's not going to stop at 10,000, I can tell you right now. And we've got a lot coming next year for Angel Heart Radio. So it's about how we can support you. So if you have that passion like Catherine does, she's got a passion to teach and she's not quite sure how to do it, let it go and get the angels on board so that they can direct you in the best ways, because our viewpoint is quite limited and we don't realize it quite often. Now, Michelle, look at you. Here you are. See, to me, you're so inspiring. Excuse me. You have this huge commute to your day job. And so, because you've got this really long commute and a really long commute home, you wrote a book on your commute, because there was so much time when you were just in stop mode, and you got this wonderful information through from Archangel Michael about writing a book for children.
Yeah, it's crazy. When I'm sitting in my car, I stopped listening to the radio a long time ago. I just rarely put it on, so it's very quiet. So it's like a meditative space. And I just started to have words come to me, and I've gotten other words too that have also become manuscripts. It's like somebody told me the car is a symbol of the soul vehicle. And then I've talked to other authors who said, I got words in my car too. So I'm not the only one. It's like when you're in your car, and if you don't have any, you're tuned in to this silence, you are very connected. There's something about being in the car. I don't know, why that is.
But you allowed the space. You allowed that space, didn't you? You allowed it to come into your life by simply turning off the radio.
Yes. Yeah. And I rarely put the television on anymore. I definitely don't listen to the news because it's a lot of negative information that I don't really want to absorb. So by shutting these things out, I have strengthened my connection to the angels.
Yeah. Wonderful. And, one of the things I love about working with the angels is they help us in really practical everyday things. So let's just say, we're talking about Jophiel today, so let's just say you're looking for a new hairdresser or a new beauty salon or whatever term you might have for it. Call on Archangel Jophiel to lead you to the exact right place for you, where not only will you, have the haircut that you love, as an example, but you will feel beautiful. You will be treated in a lovely way. You will feel comfortable and confident. You know what I mean? It's a wonderful thing to know that the angels support our every need. There's nothing they don't help us with.
Right. There's nothing too small a request or too large. Anything in between.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
In between. Yeah. So I'd like to say to people that if you would like to get yourself a copy of Michelle's book or even just check it out, it's michellebieber.com. And, of course, we are on Facebook. If you need to get a hold of Michelle or Lisa and you forget the address or whatever, it doesn't matter, just come and check us out, Angel Heart Radio on Facebook, and I'll make sure you get connected. This is our opportunity to really make sure that what we're doing and the people we're connecting with are bringing us feelings of calm and confidence and joy. So the next time you're on Facebook or social media and you go to look at that post that says, did you see such and such has put on weight or whatever, just hold off. Just take a breath. Archangel Jophiel, please lift my perspective. Because what does it even matter? It doesn't matter a dot. Give yourself the chance, give yourself the moment to move beyond the habits that we create that really don't bring us any feelings of peace or harmony, that don't add anything to the pool of love, and ask the angels to help you move past it. It's a simple thing, but a powerful thing, Lisa.
Yes, very powerful. Very powerful.
Your sound's gone a little bit funny, Lisa, just FYI. I'm going to try area code. Oh, yes. Maybe call in again. Try calling in again. We'll see how you go. Okay, area code 814. Are you with us? Hello, hello. I hope you haven't gone to sleep. Area code, even if you have, it's subliminal. Area code 814, are you with us? Michelle, Lisa's going to call back in. We're coming down to the last, excuse me again. We're coming down to the last part of the program now. And it's just been so beautiful sharing Archangel Jophiel and the ways that she works with us. Has anything else come to mind for you that you'd like to share?
There's one other area that she does help with too, which is if you're studying or learning something new, learning a new skill, and you need focus, she will help you to concentrate on what you need to know if you're taking tests, any kind of stress like that with education. You can call on Jophiel to help you with that.
Good point. Good point. Jophiel also, thanks for reminding me, Jophiel will help us with our higher learning as well. So any kind of learning that you want to undertake, call Jophiel to support you in it and to carry you through it. Because it does sometimes mean that we're going to do things in a very different way, and it can feel like, this is a whole new world for me, and I'm not quite sure if I want to go there. You know what I mean?
And you know what? I forgot one other thing, which is very important. She helps you to connect to your higher self, which is your soul, and also to spirit guides. So that's it kind of ties everything together with thinking positive thoughts about ourselves and knowing that we're worthy and that we're enough. When you connect to your higher self, you're tapped into that divine energy and you feel like you're enough. You won't be as critical. So I completely forgot about that, but that's another aspect of there's just so much.
And that's the really cool thing, isn't it? Because it reminds us that we are always finding new ways to connect with the angels. Oh, here's Lisa. Oh, thank goodness she's back. Hang on, let me put it back on air. Lisa. Oh, hello. Oh, thank angels for getting Lisa back on the switchboard, because the thought of finishing off this series without you with us was just not to be entertained.
Okay.
So that was a really good point, Michelle. Thank you for raising that.
Lisa, did you get to hear that?
Just about connecting to your higher self as your divine self. Yeah.
Yes. And then the other thing I mentioned, I had forgotten that Archangel Jophiel helps us to study and learn. And,
yes, indeed.
Focus.
Very well said. Perfect angel to call on if you're a student, if you're studying anything, or even reading an interesting book and you want to retain the knowledge for your own personal use, or if you are studying for a degree or diploma, any sort of learning, perfect angel to call on.
Yep. Now, we've created some lovely memes, or I've created some lovely memes. I know Michelle's going to as well. They're on our Facebook page, facebook.com/Angel Heart Radio. They are yours to use if you would like to. Isn't it lovely to have a little gift given? So there's gorgeous pictures with a little bit of information just to help you retain. Oh, that's right, that's what she does. So they are all free for you. Please take as many as you'd like, and you can use them in your blogs, your website, whatever you'd like to, or simply because you enjoy looking at them. I just kind of don't want to finish up.
I have a little gift to share. I've already run this past Anea, and with her permission, I thought a nice way that I could put my 2 cents in to help round off this amazing series, which has been a real journey of transformation for everyone involved in listening, I think, is that as part of my Diana Cooper Foundation teachings, we were given a prayer which is an invocation to the archangels, and it invokes 7 of the main archangels. I say this prayer once a week to keep the archangels very close to me. I can read it out now, and we can go through this as a little process if you wish.
Oh, that'd be
great.
That
would be wonderful.
Wonderful.
And for everyone listening, just hang on a sec, Lisa. For everyone listening, oh no, we've still got 20 minutes on. I booked extra time today. I must have known that we needed it. So please go ahead, Lisa. That'd be wonderful.
Okay. So everyone, if you just follow along with me, and if you'd like a copy of this prayer for yourself, you can contact me through my website, feathersofangel.com, or perhaps reach out to Annette on the Facebook Angel Heart Radio Facebook page. I'm more than happy to send you a copy of this prayer. It's the most powerful prayer I know. Okay, so this very powerful invocation and visualization will help you to align with the energy of the archangels and bring them into your aura. So just follow along with me. I now invoke the mighty Archangel Michael to stand at my right-hand side. I ask him to pour courage and strength into me and bring about positive results to my endeavours. I now request that he cut all my negative cords and attachments with his sword. I ask that the deep blue cloak of protection is placed over me so that only that which is at the highest and purest light may enter my aura. And we will pause for a moment so Archangel Michael can complete his work and communicate anything he wishes to with you. I now invoke the mighty Archangel Gabriel to stand at my left-hand side in his pure white ray. I ask that he pours his pure white energy into my aura and brings me guidance about my next step on my pathway. I ask that the symbols of my life's mission be illuminated and activated now. Please bring joy, grace, clarity, understanding, generosity, and order into my life. And a short pause. I now invoke the mighty Archangel Uriel to stand in front of me and fill my aura with his purple and gold ray of wisdom and peace. Help me to soothe all conflict in my life and replace it with serenity, brotherhood, break my mental and emotional chains, and free me from all my fears. And a pause. I now invoke the mighty Archangel Raphael of the Emerald Ray to stand behind me. I ask that he pour healing and abundance into me. I ask for protection on my journeys and that I be impressed with justice, truth, and vision. I now invoke the mighty Archangel Jophiel of the Pink Ray to expand the flame of love in my heart. Please help me to find compassion and forgiveness for myself and for everyone I have ever harmed, knowingly or unknowingly. I ask that my heart be opened at a personal and cosmic level. And Archangel Jophiel now. I now invoke the mighty Archangel Jophiel to pour the golden light of wisdom and illumination onto me through my crown center. I ask that the wisdom light up and inspire my mind, helping me to learn and teach at the highest level. I ask that the symbols of wisdom I have accumulated throughout my lifetimes be lit up and activated now. And finally, I now invoke the mighty Archangel Zadkiel of the violet ray of mercy, joy, and transmutation to pour the violet flame into my aura. I ask for all my negativity to be released and dissolved and replaced with joy, diplomacy, and tolerance. Your aura is now filled with the energy of the archangels, and you are connected to your mighty I Am presence. You are blessed.
Wow.
That was beautiful.
How's everyone feeling?
Beautiful.
Wow. I see why you say that's so powerful.
It's I say it once a week myself, just to keep myself very connected with the archangels. But like you say, they're with you all the time anyway. This is just something I like to do. And it is nice to feel the energy of the angels. I always feel their energy very strongly when I say that prayer.
Yeah. It's,
Lisa, have you thought about putting that up on your website for people to download or listen to directly on your website?
That's a good idea. No, I hadn't.
That would be a really good idea.
Yeah, and I'll add that to my free stuff section on my website over the next day or so. Yeah.
It'd be lovely. It'd be lovely for people to know, it's once a week or whatever. I'll just go to Lisa's website and just experience that for, it's brief, it's powerful, beautiful.
You know what? And for some reason, I'm visualizing that in a frame like in a place of prominence.
Yep.
Yeah, thank
People
you,
could
Lisa.
put that on their altar. Put it on their altars, or whatever place in their home that they like to have. Yeah, that's wonderful. Thank you, Lisa.
No problem. Thank you.
This has been the most wonderful experience, everyone. As Lisa said, the Archangel series has been transformational, and I want to say it's been transformational for me as well. Look, I work with the angels and connect with the angels regularly, all the time. They're my go-to team. I'm very connected to them. And yet bringing forward the Archangel series, when the Archangels dropped this into my consciousness and asked me to produce it and create it, I didn't realize the depths I would go to really connecting with them on a whole new level, Lisa.
Yes, indeed. Like as you mentioned, you sit quietly and go into meditation to bring through the messages. It's just like it's not rote learning, although there is wisdom to share. It's like you've made a personal connection with these angels.
Yes, and when we were bringing forward, which Michelle, I loved having you on the Nathaniel episode, I didn't have any information about Nathaniel, and there was very little on the internet. So really, it was a matter of sitting down quietly and connecting and asking him, well, what would you like me to teach people about you, and what would you like me to know about you? And of course, learning from you, Michelle, was fantastic, and also from Charles Virtue. It really did bring home to me that there is nothing we can't learn, understand, and receive from the angels and archangels if we are willing to sit quietly and ask them for it.
Right. Just open your heart and your mind.
Yeah. So I want to say thank you to the archangels. Thank you, thank you, thank you for everything you've brought forward. Everything you've given, taught, shared. You're so generous. You're so loving and kind and warm, and sometimes very, very funny. It's wonderful. It's wonderful.
And thank you for connecting all of us.
Yes, that has been wonderful. Yes. And thank you to Roz Place, who was with us in the earlier episodes of the Archangel series as well. It's been such a beautiful, wonderful, loving time, and I personally have learnt a lot as I'm applying what I'm learning about the angels and the archangels more fully in my everyday regular life. I feel I've become a stronger individual, and I can feel that my confidence has risen, and because I've always been a bit of a people pleaser. Well, cancel clearly. I used to live in the people pleasing mode quite a lot. I've found now that I'm much more able to make decisions about what I do want to have in my life and what I don't want to have in my life. And it's actually a lot easier than I realised it would ever be.
Yeah, you have to remember to take care of yourself first.
So true. We've both learned that, haven't we, Lisa?
Indeed.
More and more we've learned that. Yeah, it's wonderful. Okay, so next week we are with Trudy on the Angel Life Hour, and we've got a beautiful show coming up for you all. This will be the last live show that we do on Angel Heart Radio this year. However, I've got a lot of wonderful programs I've been working on, I can't tell you, that will come up automatically at showtime and play automatically for you so that you can keep coming back to Angel Heart Radio and know that you've got some absolutely wonderful programs all lined up ready to play for you at, as I said, at your regular show times. So the next program we've got is about surrender. Surrendering to the angels. What does that mean and how do you do it? It's one thing to say surrender. It's a whole different thing sometimes to really know what that means, to have a clear understanding, even though you've got the willingness. Sometimes it takes understanding as well, I've found, Michelle and Lisa. So that's the program that we're going to have next week, which will be Friday in the USA and Saturday here in Australia and New Zealand. Ladies, thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you for letting me join you. I really appreciate it. You're both so wonderful.
I think we make a great team. I really feel that we have a good, solid connection together and that we have a way of working together that's very harmonious.
Yeah, I feel that too.
Yes, absolutely.
So I'm excited about what 2017 is going to bring. I'm not letting any cats out of the bag, which actually isn't a very nice saying. I'm not letting any information out of the bag just yet, everyone. But there are some really wonderful things planned for 2017, and we've got some new people coming along with information to share as well. And if you're listening, and you have a passion for working with angels and you'd like to be considered as a guest on Angel Heart Radio, simply drop me a line at love@angelheartradio.com and we'll get the ball rolling. Lisa, thank you so very much. It's just been wonderful bringing this series to fruition with you.
Thank you. It's been a huge growth experience. Like I say, again, it's been a growth experience for all of us, and I can say personally for me, most definitely.
And fun. We've had fun too, haven't we?
Oh, yes, it has been fun.
We have had fun. Michelle, I'm really grateful to you for, because it's late in the evening for you. It's like 8:30 or something for you right now, maybe even later, I don't know. You've been very gracious and very generous with your time. Thank you so much for being a part of these last two programs. And I'm so excited about. Yes, yay. I'm excited about the things that will unfold for us because I know there will be more. Having you on Angel Heart Radio in whatever capacity, we don't know what that's going to be yet, but I'm sure it's going to happen. How do you feel?
I feel good about it. I feel like the angels are guiding everything, and I just trust them implicitly.
Me too. And, of course, we're definitely having you back when your new book is published. And it's going to be fun to see what the angels have in store for us as a beautiful team next year.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
amazing.
Michelle. An amazing journey.
It is an amazing journey. It's a very sacred journey. It's beautiful. I love it. Love it. Okay, everyone. As I sing my swan song, farewelling the Archangel series, I want to say to you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Every time you listen to one of our programs, every time you share a link, a meme, you tell someone about, hey, have you heard about Angel Heart Radio? You help us bring more and more love and light and peace and joy and happiness and support to the world. When I first started Angel Heart Radio 6 years ago, I thought I was just doing a show. I didn't realise how far it was going to take me in the world, how far out of my comfort zone I was going to go, because I only had two fears, as a lot of you know. One fear was that no one would listen. Another fear was that somebody would. But look, here I am. I'm so grateful to you all. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And as we leave you today, I'd like to invite you to remember that you matter in the world. There is no one like you anywhere. How amazing is that? So love you and be kind to you and be gentle with you and be generous to you. And make sure that what you ask for in word and deed really does support your own growth and achievement. Because whatever it is that you're doing in the world, you are here for a specific purpose. And we've all been brought together. Haven't we, Lisa and Michelle? We've been brought together to share so much. Whether it's for an hour, a moment, a lifetime, doesn't matter. We're here together and that's what counts.
Yeah, it's not a coincidence.
No, it's certainly not a coincidence. And this coming Tuesday in the USA, Wednesday here in Australia, we have the wonderful Annette McCoy, and she will be on at her usual time. And I tell you what, if you haven't listened to Annette, she's a beautiful being. And she's, in her words, loves to highlight good and the doers of good, which is one of my favourite quotes ever. So thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you, Anea.
Thank you.
Lots of love, everyone.
You've been listening to another fabulous program on Angel Heart Radio. Our goal is to remind you of how much you matter in the world and to let you know that we appreciate who you are in the world. Angel Heart Radio programs are powerful tools. They are not intended, nor should they, be used to replace your medical or legal advice. The views and opinions expressed by Angel Heart Radio hosts, guests, co-hosts and associates should not be construed as advice from Angel Heart Radio.